traders, Sam Shakespeare coming to you live. How's everyone doing today? Alright, happy Tuesday. Had a little more feedback there. Alright, hey George. What's up, Steven? Hey Jeffrey, Scott. See you guys in there. The monsters did well overnight. New Zealand dollar, dollar Canada, New Zealand yen. I mean, all pulling massive amounts of pips. We'll do some updates on the compounding, monster compounding account that is almost doubled now. Taj asking about the monster bot. Oh man, you're gonna love what I have to show you. It's nuts. The question is by Taj, what is Monster 1 short, and is that the monster bot? And yes, it is. A monster trend currently is a 1 minute trend, and soon they'll be for all time frames. But right now, if you have a nice perfect alignment starting with the 1 minute, like I just basically showed you with expanding white zones going for 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, which we saw the 1 minute's a little is not quite expanding just yet. But when this is expanding and then the 5 minute is expanding, like I just showed you, boom, expanding, L1 down, L2 down below the L7, and then the same on the 15 minute, expanding, L1 down, L2 down below the L7. So at that moment, you can scale in at each entry, at each L1, and you can plan for that. So the VTA lets you plan for that, and I've discussed it in the monster videos. I would just watch the monster trendbot videos. They should be on Forex Malibu. I'll get them up on the Fib Matrix site here probably today or tomorrow. But basically, you can set your 1 minute trend to be a monster just by enabling right here, scale in at 5 minute box and or scale in at 15 minute box. These two. You can do one or the other. You can just skip the 5 minute altogether. 5 minutes so close, a lot of people might just want to put something at the 1, something at the 15, and that's it. So you just make the 5 minute scale in false. Right? So these just, and then what you can do is put your risk factor on each scale in. So I got a half position, full position. You don't want to do it this heavy. You'd probably want to do quarter, quarter, half. It's just because I have it weighted funny, but you'd want to do quarter, quarter, half. And that way it builds up to a full position. But look at this thing, guys. This monster trend is currently up 92%. This is up 92%. This is started with $5,000 account. It's up to 4,600 in not very long a time, guys. 293 trades. But look at when we started this. March 17th. The date today is April 21st. So we're a little over a month and we've almost doubled this account. If you've looked at our breakout bot, that's doing well too. But this is another one, man. This thing. Let me go to the page 1. These are the overnight trades. So see, it's April 21st. These are all today. All today. In fact, this whole page is today. Look, all the way down here, 421. So not a losing trade overnight. Let's go to page 2. This is the 17th. So this was last week. This is how we ended the last week. Now here's today. So these three, which was dollar Canada, and then we had another dollar Canada. We had a euro yen monster, and this dollar Canada probably goes with that. We had pound dollar, pound yen, New Zealand dollar, New Zealand yen, pound dollar, dollar Canada, and pound yen and pound dollar again. So tons of awesome trades. This thing overall is hitting 84 to 75% of the trades, 84% of longs, 75% of shorts, almost a 10 pip expectancy. It's banked 2,800 pips, and we are almost at a double on this thing, 92%. That's that. I'll try to maybe go over it a little more in detail a little later in the session today. We'll see how it goes. Oh, and by the way, there's more trades going right now. This is the account. So remember, it was up 9,600 from 5,000, and look, it's up 250 in closed trades right now. It's almost a double right now, guys. This thing's almost a double right now. All positive trades going right now. These are the open trades now. We've got Aussie yen monster. We've got a 1 and a 5 entry in. We've got pound yen. We've got a 1 and a 5 entry in. And we've got pound dollar, where we've got just the original entry in. Didn't get any scale ins, but it's up 27. We've got a New Zealand, which has got the 1 and the 5 in. That one's doing great. 10%. It's a little ridiculous. 20 pips equals 2 and 10%. 20 pips equals 2%, Corey. So every 20 pips is 2%, win or lose. So we'll have to see how it goes. It's not as high. I'm not going to cancel it, even though it was up 250. I could have canceled it and said, hey, we're almost at a double. I'm not touching this at all. I'm just I think it could do better probably had I manually exited some trades, but I don't want to manually exit anything on this account just to see what it can do all by itself. Just to see what it can do. And this one, oh, okay. I'm sorry, Corey. That's a good question. So, like I said before, 25, 25 and half. So it builds up to a full position. So if you only get the 1 in, you only got a quarter position. If you get the 1 and the 5 in, you've got 25 plus 25. You got a half of a full position in there. And then if it gets the 15 in, it's going to put the other half full position in. All right, so in these current ones that are open, no half positions are in. So these are only all quarter positions each. It uses a 60-minute box stop. Each entry has uses the dynamic entry for that time frame. So a 5-minute scale in quarter position is a dynamic entry with a 5-minute candle on the 5-minute scale in. And then the 15-minute entry is true. It's a half position dynamic entry. It waits for a 15-minute candle to close. And I do have a big trail stop on there. I can just tell you it's after 40 pips, it has a 20 pip trail stop. Right? Just in case you go 40 pips, it's not going to let it go negative on you. Right? And then 3 to 22 time frames. I don't know if that 22 is good. It's okay. It's better on the monster than it is the breakout. The breakout you do not want running at rollover. I just had 2 losers last night because it opened at rollover and closed almost immediately at minus 15 each. So that's on the compounding account. And with luckily the breakouts did really well last night, but it would have been even better if it didn't have that losing 3% in the beginning. I did change the monster compound, the breakout compound account to shut off at 18. But because the monster has a really large stop, I don't know if it's as imperative because it won't stop you out just on a 15 pip. You know what I mean? The monster's got a pretty big stop on it, so probably not as big of a deal. But honestly, I'd probably still shut everything off at like 18 latest. But I've already started this at this, so I'm just going to keep it going for now. And then defense pips 10, false on the L2 trail stop, maximum white zone of 4. I put maximum white zone entry of 4 on there. I know I tell you guys 3 a lot, but this is running with 4. And then 2 clear lanes of 15 is all it needs for an entry. And then 25 pips back to the between the 1 and 5 minute box is the maximum. Any bigger than that, it won't take the trade. And 2 near pips means it starts looking for the entry 2 pips away from the 1 minute box. Doesn't have to touch. And it does require a 60-minute box cross. I might go ahead and add the 60-minute white zone expansion requirement to it as well. And I'm telling you guys, at 98.50 right now, we are almost at a double right now. I'd love to see these things. What do we have? New Zealand dollar short, everything short. New Zealand dollar, pound yen, Aussie yen. So we can take a look.